Hi guys, it's Liz here. Happy Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. This is what I could find. I think this was for Canada Day, but she'll do to celebrate Christmas because I couldn't find my Christmas hat. So I am back with another daily dose of guidance. And you might notice, I don't know if the filter is showing up or not, but I do have a Christmassy, wintry type of filter on. I don't know if you can see it though. Hopefully you like my little thingamabobbers here. I'm going to turn this up. Ooh, there we go. Okay. So we're going to start with a shuffle. And I hope you guys are having a good Christmas thus far if you celebrate Christmas. Or if you're just having maybe it's just a day. Maybe it's just a day for you. And I hope you're having a good day. Even if you're not celebrating Christmas. Alright? Whoop. Okay. Maybe you're like me and you're celebrating at home by yourself right now. Maybe you're going to have Zoom calls with family later, like me. And if you're not, that's okay too. We can just enjoy this day. Yeah. Find ways to enjoy the day, right? There we go. Interesting. So, I forgot to mention that we are using the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor, as usual. But we're also going to be using, now I did pull a card just from the energy ones right now, show you in a second, but we'll also be using the Soul Coaching Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. Okay, and I thought just for funsies, we would add the Daily Guidance from Your Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so I did pull a card already, but I want to do sort of a 3-card. We're doing a 3-carder today, just to get a little more, today, right? So to get a little more clarity, I guess, and guidance around this first card, which I will show you in a minute. Okay, so that's what we're looking for, just a little more. So I'm looking at this card and I'm going, interesting. So let's get a little more on that. Just a little more clarity, a little more guidance around this particular first card that we got. Okay, we got to repeat one from that one. See how that fits in with that first card, or maybe it won't. Maybe it's a totally separate message. We will find out in a minute. Okay, and now we move on to the angel cards, see what they have to say. So the first one, so we had the Energy Oracle cards, okay, and then we got some guidance from the Soul Coaching cards, and now we're getting some guidance from the Angel cards, okay? See what the angels maybe have to say in regards to this reading, or maybe they'll have something separate to say. We'll find out. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, the first card we got was Deceit in reverse. Okay? So today is a day for honesty. Let's be honest today. That's what this is. This is letting us know today is a day for honesty. So let's be honest with ourselves and let's be honest with others. Okay? This also has to do with the throat chakra. Okay? So we're also so the throat chakra is all about truth and authenticity and self-expression. Okay? And so that's in regards to this right here. Okay, so today is a day to be honest and truthful with ourselves and others. Okay? Followed by that was a repeat that we've had before, which is flow. Okay? And flow is actually related more to the sacral chakra. Okay, and feminine energy. So flow is the sacral chakra, which is also feminine energy. Okay? So let's look, well, I'll read the bottom here real quick. So the glory of the universe flows through me. Okay? And that also has to do, now that I'm looking at this and reading this, now I don't know if you can tell with this filter, okay, but this here and this part here are actually purple, okay? They're more like, this is and then the water here is blue, but surrounded by purple shades. And so for me, this has to do also, this is also telling me that this has to do with the third eye chakra and a little bit of the crown chakra, okay? Because the third eye is indigo in color and the crown chakra is purple, okay? And this chakra, the third eye, is really about psychic abilities and profound thought, okay? And profound thinking, okay? And then the crown chakra is where that divine wisdom comes from and our connection to the divine. And the other side, okay? And then next, which is a message we've actually, this isn't a repeat card, but the message is a repeat, okay? Which is, if you can see that, let your past go, okay? We've been getting that pretty much all week, is some form of let your past go, okay? And so it's coming in again. So I'll read the bottom part here. The burden of carting your past around has made you wary. No, has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set this burden down, keep only the lessons and the love, and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. Okay? So, let's tap into this a little bit more, because this is a message that we've been getting quite often, is to let our past go. So I'm trying to see how these connect, or maybe they don't. Maybe they're totally separate messages for us for today, okay? Okay, so I'm tuning in with divine wisdom, with the archangels and the angels and positive spirit guides, to see if they can give us some clarity around this, or a message of guidance around this, okay? Okay, so what I'm getting right now, anyways, is sort of, because 2020 in itself, I know we're still technically in it if you're watching this in real time, because it's December 25th, 2020, and this year has just been a trash fire. Okay, let's be real, it's a trash fire. Now, I have said this in the past, in the last week or two, okay, and I firmly believe it, that although this year has been an absolute trash fire, and this is going to sound funny if you haven't heard me say this before, but it was for our highest good, okay? This was all for our highest good. Just the energy of 2020 was for our highest good, okay? So I'm not necessarily saying, if you had a loved one, pass away or something, that was, for your highest good, okay? And if that did happen, I'm so sorry, okay? But I mean, the energy of 2020 was for our highest good, even though it felt awful, okay? And it still feels awful, okay? Especially if you're like me and you're spending Christmas in your home alone. With my kitties, I've got my kitties, but I'm still not, celebrating with my family and having the usual traditions, right? We have to change it up a little bit this year. And so I'm feeling like this message is sort of a cleansing of the negative energy that we may be holding on to from 2020 moving forward, okay? So if you're still feeling like the energy of 2020 is weighing you down, okay? I'm not talking about the experiences of 2020, okay? I'm talking about the energy of 2020, okay? And we're going through the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, right? And there should be that conjunction it's happening today. Like, it started on Monday, I want to say, and now it's like fully coming into fruition today, because we'll see what looks like a giant bright star in the sky. But what that actually is Jupiter and Saturn coming into alignment, or appearing as though they're coming into full alignment, depending on where you are, okay? And it looks like a big bright star. And Saturn is about restriction, okay? And limitation and old beliefs, okay? And we're also currently in the season of Capricorn, which is also very much about, because I think Saturn is the planet of Capricorn, I think, but they're very similar regardless. They're very similar, and they like to follow the rules, right? They're very follow the rules, do things how we've always done them, doing things old school, okay? And being very rigid. They can be very rigid. Both those energies can be very rigid, okay? Whereas Jupiter is all about expansion, okay? And good luck and abundance. It's all these wonderful things, but Saturn is saying, no, not today, right? So that may be an energy, even though this is a conjunct thing that's happening this week. We've kind of felt that all year long. With COVID and all of the quarantine and self-isolation that we've had to endure this whole year, right? So that's the energy I'm talking about, is that sort of feeling disconnected, feeling limited and restricted, feeling that lack of abundance, okay? It's that energy, and we're being asked to come into a place of, what I want to say, we don't want to bring that energy with us into 2021, okay? It's not to say that, planets-wise, that we won't still kind of feel that being put upon us, okay? But I'm saying the energy that we've accumulated, maybe we're feeling a little resentful of the energy of 2020, okay? We're being asked to shift that energy, okay, for 2021. We don't want to be going into that year still feeling like resentful for the energies of 2020, okay? So we're being asked to transmute that sort of heavy negative energy, okay, and turn it and shift it into something that serves us, something that is helpful to us, okay? Because this is about letting go of that harmful energy, of being resentful or any of those lower negative vibe type of energies that we have accumulated from the energies of 2020. We're being asked to shift that into something that's going to be helpful moving into 2021, okay? So we're shifting it to our benefit. So a big one is, okay, how can we tap into gratitude? Okay, that's a big one. How can we tap into gratitude? What can we look at the gifts of 2020? Again, I'm not talking about experiences necessarily. I'm talking about the energies, okay? So how can the energies of 2020 be a gift, okay? And some of it could be experiences, if in the sense of if you weren't able to before, spend a lot of time at home and with your children if you have them, or you weren't able to, you didn't have the time to work on passion projects or hobbies. The gift of 2020 was that we were given an abundance of time. To either spend with to spend how we want, for the most part, right? To spend how we want. So if that was spending more time with your family, spending more time on a passion project or a hobby, okay? Maybe you spend a good deal of this time, doing a lot of personal healing. That's a big one too. There's a lot of personal healing that we had an abundance of time to do, okay? Maybe some spiritual healing as well. And that all kind of, it all works together, right? So what are the gifts? What can we look at in 2020 and not just focus on the negative? How can we shift it to help us moving into 2021? What did we learn? What are the gifts? Okay? How can we shift that lower heavy energy into something of gratitude? Okay? So that this energy can be helpful to us when we move into 2021. Okay? So when we're being asked to let go of the past, we're being asked to let go of the negative energy, the harmful energy of 2020. Okay? Just tapping in, seeing if there's anything else that wants to come through. No, I feel like that's the big message for today, okay? Okay, so there is a reminder for today to allow yourself to be in the energy of flow, okay? We're going to shift, even though we're in a time of Saturn and Capricorn, okay? We're going to do our very best to shift out of that rigid energy, okay? And be in flow. And just kind of a go with the flow, let's get creative, okay? Type of energy, okay? And we're going to do this from a place of authenticity, okay? How can we authentically shift that energy from rigid to flow, okay? All right, beautiful soul. Happy Christmas if you celebrate it, or happy, I think it's Friday. Happy Friday if you don't celebrate Christmas, okay? And I will see you tomorrow with another daily dose of guidance.